What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be reacting to the man who escaped death 3 times. This was requested by one of my Patreon members, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this video. I have no idea what this is going to be about, but I'm quite nervous as it's literally titled The Man Who Escaped Death 3 Times. How you escape it once is mind-blowing, but 3 times? I'm a bit nervous, but I am excited, so let's just get straight into it. But before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe. Over half of you that watch my videos still not subscribed. Just hit the bell, it takes 2 seconds, and if you'd like to become a member on this channel and receive exclusive perks, you can also do that by hitting the join button down below.
Imagine winning it all and then losing.
Oh my god.
Like a historic comeback, just to have it all snatched away yet again. Alex Zanardi may be a racing driver and an Olympic gold medalist, but
what? Racing driver and an Olympic gold medalist.
when he was just 13, he dismantled the family garbage bin and welded the wheels to some old pipes in the garage to make a go-kart.
You're kidding. You having me on? From a bin?
You may have heard of Formula One. You know,
Yes.
$100 million plus cars, the latest and greatest in speed, and the fastest drivers on the planet. But what
Yeah.
you may not know is that many of the drivers that you know and love found their start in Formula.
I do know, actually. I watched all of them. F3, F2, F1.
But his best finish in the entire season was 5th place. But there's one thing about Alex Zanardi that you'll soon learn. He always finds a way. The very next season, he put his head down and got faster and faster, qualifying for pole position twice. And by the end of the year, he had 3 podium finishes under his belt. Every new season.
Okay. This is coming from a guy that built a go-kart from a bin. Fair. Really can do anything if you put your mind to it.
In the end, the call came from Lotus for him to take the helm of the Lotus 107. Alex Zanardi
Sounds like each year he just needed like a season to get used to it, and then the next season he was absolutely like foot down, pedals to the metal.
Alex only managed to get points in 1 race. The Brazilian
Oh, okay.
can't just blame the car, and to some extent, not even Alex's driving skill. Because not long after Brazil, Alex was out riding his bicycle, one of his favorite activities, when an old man in a car didn't see him and ran.
Oh no.
Fact, of course, knocked Alex to the ground, and the old man ran over his foot, breaking it. This would be awful for anyone but a Formula One driver. Yeah,
Ouch.
you kind of need your feet. But if you thought Alex was going to retire to let that foot heal, you thought wrong. As far as he was,
Yeah, drivers are crazy. They'll just like break everything and then get back in the car.
as his foot healed, he got more and more comfortable in the car and even placed 7th at Monaco.
Wow, in Monaco. Fair play. Because we all know that track is not the easiest. Me speaking like I have experience, but
Alex lost control at high speed and spun violently into the gravel trap.
Oh
but with
my
the momentum
God.
he was carrying, it went through the gravel trap and into the wall. When the medics got to him, he was completely unconscious. He had
No
suffered
way.
a huge blow to the head. And when they got him to the hospital, they concluded that he had had a severe concussion, one that would put him out of a race car for
all the
months,
blankets.
stuck in a bed with constant dizziness, pain, and nausea. This Italian racing driver found just what he needed, in a place quite a long way from home, America.
I had a feeling it was going there.
Now, when you think racing in America, you're probably thinking NASCAR.
No, is it going IndyCar?
Ability to not only turn left, but to also turn right. So he looked to another American race series that was a little bit more his style. The Championship Auto Racing Teams, or CART. Now,
CART.
you probably
Oh,
haven't
okay.
heard of CART.
I have. I've learned all about it actually, thanks to you guys, so.
Details on that test drive are slim, but it was clear that Alex brought his A game to Florida that day. Because on October 23rd, 1995, Chip Ganassi Racing signed Alex Zanardi as an official kart race
Did they now? Damn. So he got his moment.
prove in kart. In just his 2nd race, he qualified for pole,
No way.
a 4th place finish. In his 6th race,
He said, screw you guys, I'm not done yet. Puts it on pole.
kart race in Portland, that he finally took home the gold. In his rookie season, Alex had 6 pole position qualifiers and 3 first place.
Ooh, in his rookie season. Shut up. Okay.
And when the checkered flag waved, it was Alex Zanardi with the gold. Just 3 races in, and Alex
Just 3 races in, and he won.
belt. He was ecstatic, so ecstatic that on his victory lap, instead of just stopping on the track and waving to the crowd, he pinned the throttle and started.
He did donuts. Damn.
The crowd absolutely ate it up and went wild. And believe it or not, that was the first celebratory donut ever done in
Really? He's a trendsetter.
But the reign of the Donut King was just getting started. Alex and the Ganassi team improved the car further.
I feel quite scared because this is going so well, but the title of the video is literally The Man Who Escaped Death 3 Times, so I'm terrified. I'm waiting for it to drop.
It turns out there was far more sweat and blood to be paid in Alex's life.
Oh no. Okay, I'm not ready now. I just got chills.
In 1998, right in the middle of Alex's kart domination, Alex and Williams signed a 3-year contract, meaning Alex was back.
So he was back in Formula 1.
The last race of the season in Japan, Alex fought his way from 16th up to 9th when his car's limiter randomly activated while he was on course.
That's so annoying.
How fast he was, the Williams car always found a way to screw him in the end. Alex, frustrated with Williams, terminated that 3-year contract he signed, and he decided to just take some time off. He didn't race for the entire next year.
Really?
But in 2001, he decided to go back to where he found all his success. Kart. He ended up signing with the Mo Nunn team, a new team founded by Morris Nunn, a former member of Chip Ganassi. But this new team just really couldn't find their stride. Alex's best finish in the first half of the season was 4th place, with the vast
Okay, it's not terrible.
A bad season was about to turn into a lifetime nightmare. On September 15th, 2001, the American Memorial Race at the Lausitzring in Germany was nearly underway. There was an uneasiness in the air as the September 11th attacks were still fresh on the mind of the drivers and the fans. The name American Memorial was even a last-minute change from the German 500 in recognition of those that had lost their lives just 4 days earlier. Qualifying had been canceled due to rain, and that meant that Alex had to start at the back of the grid. He knew that he needed to push the car and himself in order to get into the points in this race, and that's exactly what he did. Alex fought his way through this race, passing rival after rival, and at lap 121, Alex had found his way into first.
He was in first. From the back of the grid, you went first. Wow.
Alex needed to make a pit stop. It was quick, and Alex sped back onto the track to keep hold of his lead. But when he was exiting the pits, he was in such a rush that he pinned the throttle and put the car into a slide. The car was on cold tires, and it seemed that Alex just couldn't pull the car back straight. He slid through the grass and ended up on track.
Oh no.
And on track was Patrick Carpentier, traveling nearly 200 miles per hour.
Oh no.
A last-minute maneuver saw Carpentier narrowly avoid Alex, but right behind him was Alex Tagliani. Tagliani didn't have enough time to react, and at per hour, he crashed directly into Alex's car, right behind Alex's front wheels.
Yeah, right by Alex. He was literally sat there. Oh my god.
With the car, Alex's leg.
Oh my.
And somehow, Alex Zanardi survived.
What?
8 days later.
Shut up.
Excruciating pain. He looked down.
Lost his legs. And his heart stopped 7 times. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. 7.
It took 2 years, but in 2003, he returned to where it all happened.
What?
The Lausitzring. And in a custom-made race car with hand controls, he raced his forgotten laps. 13 laps to commemorate.
No way. Oh, I'm actually tearing up. He finished his laps.
These weren't just some parade laps either, oh no. Alex's fastest lap in that hand-controlled car would have qualified him 5th for that year's race.
And everyone was cheering him on. I'm actually crying. That's beautiful.
So he decided to give hand cycling a try, and Alex loved it. So much so that he wanted to race hand cycles competitively. And so he did. And he ended up winning the Venice Marathon. And then in 2010,
this man will just not stop.
And the very next year, he took the gold in the New York City Marathon. It seemed that the success he was chasing on 4 wheels was perhaps
I'm proper crying.
2. And in 2012, Alex decided to enter the London Paralympic Games, where he competed in the hand cycling series. And in the H4 road time trials, Alex finished 27 seconds ahead of
27 seconds ahead.
And 4 years later, in the 2016 Rio Games, Alex took another gold in road time trials, along with another gold and silver in mixed team and road racing. Forget about his kart championship trophies, Alex was now a 6-time Olympic medalist. And as much as he loved racing cars, it really seemed like Alex's true calling now was hand cycling. 2 years later, in 2018, he even broke the handicapped Ironman world record. Alex had always taken what life had doled out.
I'm like stunned into silence right now. This man went from racing to cycling, and not just casually either. He did so well in both.
Holding up a gold medal, I can't. In June of 2020, Alex was getting ready to race in the
Oh yeah, I forgot that he escaped death 3 times. Okay.
Italian road race for Paralympic athletes, one that Alex had a hand in creating. It was designed to bring Italian Paralympic athletes together, especially at a time when the COVID pandemic had isolated much of the world. The race began, and Alex and the other cyclists began to make their way through the beautiful Italian countryside. But on a highway near Pienza, Alex was making his way down a steep hill. A truck was coming in the
Oh my god.
Mixed reports. Some say that the truck began to cross over the center line. Alex, either by chance or in an attempt to avoid the truck, lost control and collided head-on with it.
What?
Awful, with Alex sustaining major head injuries. Nearby competitors saw Alex lying there and notified emergency services, and he was airlifted to a hospital in Siena where he was treated for his injuries. But sadly, this was just the beginning for Alex. Over the next few months, he underwent surgery after surgery, with much of his face needing reconstruction from the injuries. It wasn't until December, 5 months later, that Alex could see and hear again. And after another surgery in January, did he begin to regain some level of speech. He remained in hospital for nearly another year after.
A whole year.
Finally being permitted to return home in December 2021. Today, Alex continues to recover, undergoing regular physiological, neurological, and speech training exercises, in hopes that one day he'll be able to be back to where he was before that awful crash. And you know what? I have no doubt that he will. Alex Zanardi, the one who raced a garbage bin go-kart, who drove Formula 3000 after getting run over by a car, who nearly died on many an occasion, only to come back stronger than ever and prove time after time that there was no such thing as defeat, only opportunities to learn and improve and come back again for the gold. Alex, we know you'll win this battle too, and we'll all be waiting to see you do donuts when you do.
Oh my, that's finished me off. I was going to say I was doing fine until he brought up the donuts at the end, but I was not. I was about to cry. I was crying. Oh my god, I didn't think that would actually make me cry. I thought it was going to have a happy ending. Or maybe it has. You could say it is a happy ending because he is like recovering. That was so moving. I don't know what happened there, but I just went from tearing up to crying to sobbing at the end. Like sheer like determination that he had to just not give up after having such a bad crash, losing his legs, then going on to win gold medals in the Olympics. All this from a kid that built a go-kart from a bin. It was so moving. I just couldn't take it. It was like, oh, so overwhelming. Big thank you to my Patreon members for requesting that video, because I think that is one of my favorite videos that I've ever watched on this channel, and that says a lot. Yeah, and with that being said, if you have any other videos that you'd like me to react to, drop them in the comments. I'm working my way through everybody's suggestions at the moment. If you did want to check out any of my other socials or become a Patreon member and get early access to videos or priority over your suggestions, then you can do all of that down below. If you want to become a member on this channel and receive exclusive perks, you can also do that by hitting the join button down below. But I hope you enjoyed today's reaction, and I will catch you next time for the next one. Bye!